Hello, and thank you for joining us at xm.com for this Forex Preview video. PMI data for June out of the Eurozone are coming up on Thursday and might point to further moderation in business activity, all while energy prices are soaring across the region. We'll be looking at this data and, of course, the outlook for the euro. I'm Cristina Marujos. Joining me today is lead investment analyst Rafi Boyajian. Rafi, markets expect the European Central Bank to take action at its July meeting and raise rates. Policymakers have signaled a 25 basis points rate hike, but could the PMIs out this week enhance expectations for a bigger rate hike?
Well, Christina, the question isn't so much about July, but about September. We got, in fact, further confirmation that 25 basis points is basically set in stone for July. But what happens from September onwards is a different matter. We've had strong signals that if inflation continues to surprise on the upside, then bigger rate hikes are on the cards. But the problem, of course, is that growth in the euro area is already weakening because of higher oil prices and problems in China with the lockdowns. If we get some weak PMI numbers on Thursday, there might be we could see some dampening of expectations about a very steep rate hikes by the European Central Bank. That's really the big question. But I think we've had strong signals from even Lagarde herself, who was initially more cautious, that inflation is the priority. So the real question is, what are the risks of a recession as far as the PMI data is concerned? Because these are forward-looking data. They give us the first proper clues as to how business activity is faring across the Eurozone. And as you mentioned, we are expecting further moderation in the flash releases on Thursday. The composite PMI is expected to edge a bit lower to 54 for the first half of July. If you get bigger than expected numbers, then we could see heightened concerns around the recession.
And now turning to the euro, how could the single currency move on this week's data?
Well, the euro has benefited a little bit in recent days because of the ECB's hawkish shift. Also, investors were encouraged by the ECB's determination to do something about fragmentation in the Eurozone bond markets, because we did see yield spreads widen quite a bit after the ECB laid out the path for a rate increase. So these are the spreads between German and periphery Eurozone bond yields. So there's been some markets have taken some comfort out of the ECB's pledge to come up with a new tool to deal with this. So that's helping the euro. But of course, the weak PMI numbers, we could see renewed concerns, not just a recession, but generally stagflation, which is a period of low growth and high inflation, which is not a very good environment for investors. So the euro would probably be knocked back a little bit if we get weak numbers. As likewise, we could see the euro advance further if we see some encouraging numbers. But overall, the policy path by the ECB, that's the question is what's going to happen after September. So any moves we see in the euro would likely be short term.
Rafi, thanks so much. And thank you for joining us at xm.com.